you love and you would love to have them come join us, send them a message now. We have people from Florida, Palm Beach, Missouri, Kansas City, New Richmond, Wisconsin, Stinson Beach, California, Santa Cruz, California, Northern California, and then some of us in Hawaii. Beautiful. So, welcome to today's call. We are really honored and thrilled to share with you about this Blossom from the Inside Out Spring Renewal. And, oh, thank you. And I'm actually going to move it to speaker view. It's been really exciting to see the response of how many people me personally, I've reached out to and said, hey, we're going to do this thing. Would you like to learn more? I've had so many people just immediately say, yes, that is exactly what I could use right now. So we've hosted another call. This is our second one, and we're just going to be sharing with you what exactly this is, why now, who we are, and what we do and what we share, and the kinds of things that you can hope to feel and experience coming out of this. So my name is Christina Amon, and the three of us who are going to be sharing today, my friend here, Erica Kloster, and also our friend Justin Glessner is here. We'll be hearing stories and testimonials. We are all three partnered with a revolutionary superfoods company that is pioneering health for humanity in a time where our food systems are really experiencing something that I don't think our food systems have ever experienced before. Just drenched in toxins and depleted soils. And we're going to hear more about that. But it's no wonder that so many people are experiencing symptoms and diagnoses and dis-ease and all kinds of different uncomfortable ways of being human on this planet. And we're here to say there are solutions. There is a way to remove the obstacles to feeling comfort and joy and thriving and strength and vitality and energy in our bodies, and we want to help you get that. So that's really what we're here to do. And springtime is such a perfect time because everything's coming alive, fresh buds, fresh blossoms. It's a perfect time to declutter our homes and really clear out the old to make way for the new. And that's what we're doing for ourselves as well on many layers. The physical body, the emotional body, our homes, maybe even our gardens, or even just a kitchen window sill of seeds that we might plant, and certainly seeds for our dreams. So that's a little overview of what we're going to be getting into here, but I want to bring in some stories so that you can really hear why we're so passionate about sharing this particular line of superfoods, what it's done for people, why people have tried everything under the sun and finally find their solutions here. And I want to turn it over to Erica to share a little bit about why you're excited to be here with us and your story.
Beautiful. Yeah, it is an honor to be here. I have definitely had a life-changing transformation as a result of this powerful nourishment and detoxification program. And I've actually been thriving as a result of taking these superfoods every day for about 6.5 years now. And the quality of the nutrition and the quality of how good it supports my health and the feeling in my body that I get to experience every day throughout this time period has been so profound that it's continued to have me reaching for these superfoods every single day and just looking forward to that. Like, I can't wait to make my juice in the morning. And when I began this journey 6.5 years ago, I was a mother who was newly postpartum after having my fifth baby. And I had had 5 babies in 10 years. And that is a massive amount of biological energy to produce those children, to nurse them, to care for them every day. I was also a busy entrepreneur and a farmer. I was homesteading, had a big family and home business we were running. And I was on many, many levels in deep depletion, like a full nutritional drought, to the point that I was struggling in my body, in my mind, in my daily energy, financially, in all ways. And like I had my hair falling out, I had my teeth falling out, I had my fingernails splitting, cracks down the middle. And every day it was a struggle just to wake up and feel a spring in my step to do what I had to do, and to even like bridge further into enjoying my life again and dreaming big again. And when I found these superfoods, it was a humongous blessing because it was actually safe for a postpartum nursing mother. It's also safe for pregnant women. So that is something that's hard to find, and supported me at that time to have the deep reset that I was so desperately needing. And it helped me move out of that state of deep nutritional drought into feeling fully regenerated, fully rejuvenated, and continuing to build daily energy. And all of a sudden, I was sleeping better, and my mind was clearer, and my emotions and hormonal balance was more in a healthy, replenished way that I was feeling on the day to day. Just such a deeper level of support that carried me through everything that I was undertaking in life. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about those products later. But what I would love to do is actually invite one of our featured guests here, Justin, to tell a little bit about his transformation story, because I know we have so many different voices, and we all have so many different walks of life. And so you'll hear a little bit more from me later in things I've been able to experience, but we really want to bring in a diversity of shares today. So thanks for joining us, Justin. We'd love to hear your experience.
Thanks so much, Erica, and thank you, Christina. I'm so glad to be here with you guys and with everyone here. And oh man, yeah, I uh, my story is very similar. Well, I didn't have children and didn't go through motherhood and all of that, but I found myself in a state of survival, and it was about 2 years ago that I did my first ULT, Ultimate Life Transformation 30-day cleanse with Purium. And I was commuting 140 miles round trip to work every day. I was surviving on about 3 cups of coffee. We had just come off, my wife and 4 kids and I had just come off living in a yurt in an RV for 2.5 years. And we had just moved in to our home. And I was seriously depleted. And my body felt like it needed to renew. I needed some new information. I needed a new operating manual, and that's when a friend of ours introduced us to Purium, and so I went for it. And Kelly and I did it together, um, and it was it was remarkable. I mean, I just from the the first week of taking the amino acid supplements and drinking those just bright green power shakes with the vibrant green chloroplasts and the fresh nutrient that's coming through. I didn't intend on quitting to drink coffee. I was a pretty avid drinker, and I just didn't feel the need to wake up in the morning with the cellular nourishment that I was getting directly from these superfood products. I was, like I said, I was working a lot. I was commuting, and we had just come off a long period of kind of a stressful existence, and so I was relying on coffee. And at night I'd have alcohol, and I'd smoke cannabis, and I was just getting through. And this was a whole new way of approaching um, my life with what I was feeding myself and what I was using to fuel my body. And it was not just the superfoods, because food is nourishment, but it's also energy. It's also information, and it comes directly from the soil. And that's what I love so much about Purium, because it is a superfoods company. It's not a supplement company. And food has this information to it, and that is directly related to the soil that it's grown in. And so I was telling my body for the first time in a long time, like, you are taken care of. You are nourished. You are worthy. You are safe. And I just completely changed my frequency. I changed my vibration. I stopped drinking coffee, just like bam. Um, I would still maybe have a cup on the weekends and things like that, but I just didn't need it anymore. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, I just haven't looked back. That was 2 years ago. And I've done three 30 days since then. I'm changing my career. I'm in the process of changing my career from, commuting 140 miles a day to being a regenerative health practitioner, being my own boss, being an entrepreneur. And yeah, I am so thankful for um, my wife that convinced me. Well, she didn't really have to convince me, but she was the one that brought it to my attention and did it with me. And I'm so thankful for this company that has such great intentions. And they not only is the superfood of such a high quality, it's all organic, it's loaded in nutrients, but the farming practices that they use to build their soil regeneratively, because that is where the nutrients come from. It is not coming from the plant, it is coming directly from the soil that gets taken into the plant. And so if you do not have good soil, you do not have good nutrients in the plants that you're eating. And so it is just an amazing company in that regard, and their standards that they have and their farming practices. And I could go on and on, but yes, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful that of being a part of this group, because there are so many amazing people here. And food it's more than just even the nourishment and the energy and the information. It's who you are enjoying your food with, too, the company that you have when you eat your food, and that connection you have with others and to nature, and that is through the soil. And we've got, I think, 3 regenerative health practitioners in this group. We've got yoga instructors, we have musicians, and a chef, and a nutritionist, and sound healers, and entrepreneurs. I mean, it is just a lovely group to be a part of, and I'm so happy to be here. And thank you for letting me share. And I'll turn this back over to whoever wants to go next.
All right. Thank you so much, Justin. It's great to hear your story and your transformation. I think it's, like Erica said, so relatable for so many people who just are used to stimulate in the morning and figure out a way to relax in the evening that aren't necessarily actually supporting our health or longevity or sustainability. And bringing in these superfoods just is that piece of the puzzle that allows us to have energy and also relax and sleep really deeply. And Erica's going to go into actually the products that play those different roles throughout our day and this lifestyle and this ultimate lifestyle transformation. But I'm just going to share quickly my story. Something that's interesting is that the 3 of us speakers today, we are all homesteaders. We all grow our own food. I came into this very skeptical, there's nothing for me in these superfoods. I already eat organic. I already grow my own food. I already do all the healthy things. There can't possibly be anything better for me out there. But something in me knew I could feel better. I was also, after having 2 children, depleted and felt sluggish, and my my emotions weren't what I wanted them to be. And I had been dealing with a lifetime of digestive issues, which resulted in skin flare-ups and all the things that come with digestive imbalance. So I was curious enough to give it a try, and same thing. Within days, I was just like, "Whoa, what is this? I've never felt this good in my life. I've never felt this deeply nourished." I got energy, I slimmed down, just a little bit, just that little bit you gain at being a mom, um, enough to start to become an athlete, to start to build muscle and start to get into working out for the first time in my life. I cleared up lifetime of eczema. I had brown striations in my teeth that cleared up and turned white. I just felt joyful when I woke up in the morning, and very balanced mood and very clear mental capacity, cleared brain fog, slept very deeply. So at night, just getting that really deep sleep. Um, and then digestive wise, after a lifetime of bloating and gas and constipation, just watching all of that clear up over time, not overnight, but over time, because so many of us come into this having spent possibly decades accumulating what we experience. And so that's why we encourage people, take 90 days to unravel what you've built up for possibly decades, and give yourself that experience. We call it a 30 to 90-day experience here, but I'm going to say I've been doing this for 6.5 years, essentially on this lifestyle, because it's that supportive. And I probably have a longer list of things that I've experienced from this. But I want to move on to so that you can hear more about the products, and that you can also hear, like Justin touched on, that we have this container that when you join us in this transformation, you'll be gently detoxifying, deeply nourishing. We're going to include our superfoods, but we're also going to include whole foods. And Erica, the chef, has all these amazing recipes and tips and ideas for how to nourish yourself throughout this journey and nourish your family. This is not a hunger or depletion or restriction kind of experience. This is very, you do not have to go hungry. And that was like my favorite part. I was like, I cannot go hungry. No way. So we get to hear all about the wonderful feasting that we'll be doing throughout this journey. We're going to be doing some decluttering activities, cleaning up our homes and yards, planting seeds of intention, really cultivating intentional spaces, getting into movement and sound, like Justin said. We're going to have a schedule where you can come to participate as much as you like or as little as you like in these live Zooms or recordings in our Facebook group, as well as a Telegram thread. So that's where you'll be able to tap into community. So if you have any friends that you're thinking of right now that you think, oh, this would be really fun to do this with them, definitely reach out and let them know. We're getting started on April 20th, which is the beginning of a beautiful cycle in the spring to get us started. And I want to pass it over to Erica to tell us exactly what are these incredible superfoods that we've been talking about.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I'm excited to share more with you about them. And I just wanted to say, if you are someone that has an active lifestyle and you're wanting to be able to accentuate what you do and even elevate your energy without having to go hungry or take a pause from everything, this is the perfect program to support you to do that. And that was definitely me as the super busy mama, homesteading entrepreneur, all of the things. So what I'm going to do to share a little bit more is I'm going to screen share right now and take you over to one of our websites that is going to, hopefully I can pull this off. It's a technology that I'm not super familiar with, but we'll see if we can get that happening. We do have some websites that will help you really seamlessly order and customize your pack. So that's one of the other really fantastic programs about what we offer here is we have a ultimate lifestyle transformation package that's comprehensive, turnkey. You're going to get all the products to support you with 60 meals worth of nutrition over a 30-day period. So you're going to be replacing about 2 meals a day. You're going to be able to have flexibility with how you bring that into your schedule. You're going to get some beautiful paperwork right in your package that lays it all out really easy for you. And you're going to have a community support group, and we're going to be sharing lots of guidance in there. So everything from things you can be eating and detoxification tips and ways to enhance your overall mind, body, and spirit experience and building of vitality throughout this journey. So
I
we
don't
could
think it's gonna
just
happen.
we could just
We
surrender
are
on the
the
screen
screen.
sharing. Sometimes we have products in hand to show you, but I'm just going to tell you about them overview because we don't have that ready. So we'll keep rolling here in the moment. Our Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack features 5 different products. And the one that people really fall in love with right away is our vegetable component. It's a shake that you can rehydrate in water within just moments, and it in fact tastes delicious in just water, which is different than most other shakes out there. We have some different shake options which you can try. So before I go any further, let me say the person who shared this with you is really going to be able to give you that personalized individual support based on your health goals. So you're going to want to talk to them when you're placing your order to find out what's the best fit for you. But one of our most popular shakes that people get started with is called the Power Shake. And it's a living green drink, which is highly alkalinizing to the body. And that's so important because it helps to really start to change the environment and the biodiversity within our gut microbiome. And when we do that, we start to experience holistic changes in every other aspect of our health. So when we alkalinize the body, we can start to repair what we've been experiencing as imbalances from living with an overly acidic condition in the body. And if you did not know this, I just like to help people understand most of the American diet, most of the foods that the general public has access to at large are acid forming in the bloodstream. So to start to replenish yourself all throughout the day with these rich, alkaline, delicious shakes is a world of change for you. And this is where the transformation begins. So with that, our shakes are unique because they are actually dehydrated juice crystals. They're not something that's been overly heated or loaded with preservatives or ground up and dried and left in long storage periods or traveled super far. What we have here is actually farms that have been using regenerative growing practices that are in really pristine conditions, far from environmental pollutants, and they're growing in a harmonic way, not at all like monocrop agriculture, but many different crops synergistically together that are actually harvested when ripe, and they're immediately juiced and dehydrated with a really incredible proprietary method at low temperatures, like around, I think, 70 to 80 degrees, almost room temperature. You have these living foods that are immediately dehydrated into crystals. And what that does is it allows like almost 100% of the nutritional quality of those foods to be accessible and absorbable to you as soon as you drink them. So it's very different than like the plethora of shakes that you see on your store shelf that have probably traveled from out of the country and they have a low cost. And honestly, their life force field is nearly dead. And what we have is an incredible living juice powder. So that's our Power Shake. It's packed with micronutrients and macronutrients. It starts to remineralize the body. And for me to get that into my body and even feed that into my little children is the main reason that I started to actually have strong mineral reserves again for my nails and my teeth and my hair to regrow. And it really just increases life force every single day to have these living juices. So we have our Power Shake. We have some other shakes as well, which feature high protein content and adaptogenic superfoods to really help regulate mood and different stresses on the body, including physiological, environmental, emotional. We also have some higher protein content shakes. We have some things that kids love. There's a whole lot of options. So in addition to our shakes in the ULT, which is our veggie component, we have a protein component, which is the super amino acids, or the super aminos 23. And they have that name because one of the things that's very incredible about them is they are absorbed and assimilated by the body in just 23 minutes. And so they're a pure plant-based protein that comes from legumes that have been sprouted and fermented. They bypass the digestive system because they're already pre-digested, and they get absorbed right into the bloodstream. And they really are incredible for helping the body to build muscle and tone. So whether weight loss is a big goal for you, or you just would love to feel a little bit more muscular strength, these super aminos are highly effective at doing that. They also, combined with one of our other supplements, help to boost collagen in the body, which is incredible. And they also are really what the nervous system relies on, right? Our brain needs amino acids to fire and wire. And so it really contributes to the mental clarity to take these throughout the day. And one of the differentiations of our program that I like to highlight is that sometimes when people choose to do different types of juice cleansing or fasting, they can start to feel that depletion and exhaustion and feeling of like, oh my gosh, I just have no energy. And the way that we get to feel continually uplifted and energized while drinking juices and snacking on fruits and vegetables throughout the day is because we are taking these super aminos probably 3 times a day, depending on your schedule. And when we do that, it continues to give us the protein that our body needs to continue to function with our muscles, with our energy, and with our brain. So those are a really amazing part of what we do. There's nothing else like them on the planet. So more information, if you'd like to learn, is available about the super aminos. One of the other components of our program is the fruit concentrate. It's called our apothecary, and it's a 100% tart cherry concentrate. And this one is amazing for helping to reduce inflammation and build some immune support and collagen support. It really helps with skin elasticity, and definitely just can help to balance any skin issues. I've heard so many transformation stories regarding clearing rosacea and eczema and dry skin and acne and things like that. And one of the best qualities of this tart cherry juice is part of your schedule is going to teach you to take it in the evening time. And the reason for that is because it helps promote deep sleep. It's naturally rich in melatonin, just from 100% cherry concentrate. And so you actually are able to get that deep REM sleep, which is restorative and really helps cellular health regenerate. So it's ridding the body of free radicals and damage from oxidation, oxidative stress on the body. And it helps to just really wake you up feeling like renewed and vibrant. And so we love our cherry juice. I personally love to have it in like a cup of tea before bed. It's my little nightcap ritual. And it really replaces like maybe even sometimes having a glass of wine with or after dinner. I just so look forward. It's like a family ritual at my house to have our cherry tea. And the last product, or second to last, that I want to tell you about, which is actually our flagship product here at Purium. It's one of the most powerful things that they have formulated and created, and just does incredible, miraculous, transformational things in our body, is called the Biomedic. And so what this is a clinically tested and proven formula to detoxify glyphosate from your gut microbiome. And as well, it helps to rebuild the health of the microbiome, because it has different probiotics and prebiotics, and it's a synergistic formula that really does this cleanse and repair process. So if you do not know, I highly encourage you to take a look around on the internet. Go ahead and Google search glyphosate and learn about how this is actually the chemical constituent found in Roundup herbicide. It is pervasively used across our whole planet, and it's probably the cause of the most major health crisis the planet and humanity has ever known. It actually is a like broad spectrum antibiotic, and it kills basically all of the good bacteria in our body, which are important for so many functions, especially immune function. So when we have this opportunity to detox the glyphosate in a safe, gentle way, this is fully safe for mothers, for children, for people of all ages, even for pets, which is incredible. You can start to notice so many things shift and balance out, including hormones and what's happening in our immune system, in our endocrine system, in our reproductive system, and in just daily energy and mood. I always like to point out the gut is our home of our immunity, our second brain, and especially where we produce 90% of our serotonin. So if you can relate to this, or you know someone who has been struggling with stress, anxiety, depression, and just like chronic fatigue, those are things that are they're pretty chronic throughout our entire population in the US. And so what a lot of people don't know, especially who are also suffering with like allergies or autoimmune conditions, is that one of the ways to get the greatest results and transformation with your health is to start by addressing a compromised gut and removing and detoxifying the glyphosate, and then helping to rebuild the health of your gut microbiome. So this program does that super comprehensively. Everything works together. And one of the last components that we have, which is appropriate for everyone unless you are a pregnant or nursing mom, there is a additional herbal capsule formula in there called your Super Cleansar. And this is a parasite cleansing formula. And in particular, what it can help to do is flush out different types of overgrowth of parasites, candida, harmful yeast, mold, pathogens. And so it kind of work side by side to repair gut health. And that's something that is really beautiful to do combined with your green drink. So you have the two working together of creating an alkaline environment, which is unfavorable for pathogens and problem causing critters that want to host in our body and or be hosted. And as well, we're bringing in the nourishment to help our body restore and rebuild. So that's our core ULT program. You do have 60 meals worth in that program. It can be what you really do an accelerated transformation in 30 days with. And we also have some other options that I want to let you know about. And I would definitely recommend to send you back to the person who is guiding you through this, and they can help you customize your pack that's going to be the best fit for you. So three of the other options I wanted to mention today that can support you in addition to your Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack include a collagen support option to really help renew hair, skin, and nails and build the strength of even connective tissue, the elasticity and healthy glow of your skin. And as well, we have an immune support pack that really focuses on helping people rebuild after being in states of illness and chronic illness or disease. That features a product which is called Zinc Aid, and it's a whole food formula that's highly digestible and assimilatable by the body and really helps to repair and strengthen immunity, as well as our ULT program. And then we also have our third option, which is one of my favorite. It's called our ULT Plus Performance Pack. And in addition to what we've already covered, you are going to have an opportunity to receive products to support athletic performance. And so if you're someone who is excited about starting a new fitness journey this spring, or maybe just wanting to start incorporating movement, or whether you're already like an avid person who likes to work out, we have holistic fitness nutritional products that are all organic, whole food, amazing. And they help you increase strength, endurance, stamina, muscle building, and they taste amazing, and the results that you get are like night and day noticeable. So for me, once I got out of that state of like survival and depletion, just like Christina was sharing, I started to want to have an athletic burst in my life. And so now I'm 44, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm running around doing sports and farming with my 5 kids and charging in the ocean. And I've never had this much strength or stamina in all my life. So I love the performance products. I wanted to mention those as well. So no matter which pack you choose, we have a lot of ways to customize. These are looking at a price range of about $12 to $18 per day. Our starting ULT pack is $360 for that 60 meal program. And all the way up to our ULT Plus Performance Pack, it is a cost of $563. And that gives you 30 days worth of athletic products for pre and post workout, plus supporting recovery. And as well, you have your 60 meals worth of the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation or ULT program. So for more information on individual pricing, I'm going to refer you back to your friend again who brought you here today. There's my summary and overview. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you can also put them in the chat. And I'll turn it back to you, Christina.
All right. Thank you so much, Erica. There was so much information in there, and there's more in the chat. There's so much to learn about health and these products. And I'm just going to close us out with saying it's a revolutionary act in today's times to claim your self-care. We live in a world that is deeply dismisses and deprioritizes caring for ourselves. And we live in a world that, like I said at the beginning, our food systems are so heavily toxicified, our soils are depleted, that people are not living the quality of life that we deserve. And we are really here, truly, whoever is sharing this with you loves you and cares about you and knows that there is a better quality of life potentially for you that they want to share with you. And that we all, with all of us who are going on this journey, are here to level up. And that's what spring is all about, coming out of that winter hibernation and blossoming. So we're really excited to bring you into our containers. We have an opening welcome call on Thursday the 20th. And then right away on Friday, we have our first class on spring cleaning and decluttering and sharing tips and strategies for that. So we will roll out a whole schedule that you will get access to, and all of this support is free when you make the purchase of your superfoods, which again comes down to $12 to $18 a day and will most likely replace a good portion, if not all, of your grocery bill, because you're choosing more nutrient dense foods and giving your body what it really needs. And we really get to let go of the cravings, the temptations, the addictions, and just move on with a lot of thriving. So thank you everybody for being here today, and thank you Justin for contributing, and get back with the person who shared this with you.